Now let's talk about choosing an existing instrument instead of designing a new one. When designing a study that involves collecting the data on some constructs of interest, consider first looking around for existing instruments. There are multiple sources to explore. One is to search for similar published studies and see what instruments they've used. Another is to conduct a search through ERIC database. And finally, the Mental Measurements Yearbook, produced by the Bureau's Center for Testing at the University of Nebraska, provides a comprehensive guide to contemporary testing instruments and contains descriptive information such as the test purpose, publisher, pricing, population and scores, and edited reviews written by leading content area experts. How do you choose a good instrument? When choosing among available instruments, you should be guided by the following criteria. A more recent instrument is preferable over the older ones. The instruments that are widely cited by other authors and have published reviews are more credible. An instrument of your choice should have information on its reliability and validity from past uses. And finally, it should fit your research questions and have appropriate measurement scales. I know it's hard to see the content of this slide, so you can actually see it better in the handout attached to the Blackboard, but I just wanted to show you an example of the instrument description reported in a published study. The information necessary for reporting includes the name of the instrument, the authors, the constructs measured, the structure of the instrument, and reliability information. Finally, I just wanted to share with you an example of the table that I've put together for one of the projects that required to use an instrument to measure attitudes towards mathematics in grade 6 students. The goal of putting this table together was to choose the best instrument of the existing ones that will suit our study. After an extensive search, I found these instruments and extracted in this table the authors and the year of each instrument was developed, the target population, the sample size used in the study to establish reliability of the instrument, and the reliability information, and the characteristics of the instrument such as the number of items and the type of items. The instrument developed by Finema and Sherman was out of question as I could not find the reliability information for it, and it was too long. The instrument developed by Dutton was out as well as the target population was too old comparing to mine. Among the 4 instruments left, the one developed by Aiken and Drager looked attractive as it had only 20 questions, but as it was developed for college students, I was hesitant for using it for grade 6 children. Of the 3 instruments that were left, I've decided to use the one by Michaels and Forsyth, as the target population for this tool was the closest to mine. It had sufficient reliability for at least 2 subscales and was short enough. The drawback of this instrument is that it was almost 40 years old at the time of my project, so I carefully reviewed the content of the items to ensure that the language used in the questions will be understood by the 6th graders today.